Okay guys, welcome to my statistical analysis videos. We're going to look at statistics from DreamHack London. We'll be covering map statistics, team statistics, winning statistics. DreamHack London ran from the 19th to the 20th of September 2015. So the maps that were played was Inferno, Mirage, Dust 2, Overpass and Cobblestone, with Mirage and Dust 2 making up almost half of the maps that were played and the rounds that were played. So this was a very close map affair with very few variations. Let's have a look at the maps here. The interesting thing to come from this tournament is that almost all of the maps were T-sided, with Inferno being the only exception. They were all 8-7 sided, with Cobblestone being the only exception. This could be due to the M4A1 nerf lately. Now we're going to look at some of the important rounds. So we're going to look at the CT pistol rounds, and T pistol rounds, the CT first buy rounds and the T first buy rounds. What can be seen here is that there's a usual amount of high CT pistol round wins except for on Cobblestone, and high T first buy round wins except for on Overpass and Inferno. So this suggests that the CT pistols are stronger than the terrorist pistols, but the T guns are stronger than the CT guns. Now we're going to look at teams and see how sided the teams are. So Envious won most of their rounds overall and won most on the T side. Same with every single team that won most of their rounds on the T side, except for G2 Kingwin and SK Gaming, which were on the CT side by a lot. What is noted here is that Easy Skins won the least amount of rounds, but they still came not bottom. Let's have a look at some important rounds from the team's point of view. Envious, oddly enough, seemed to struggle on the CT first buy rounds. Renegades failed to pick up a pistol round. Kingwin failed to pick up a T pistol round, and SK failed to pick up a T first round gun round, which is an interesting point to have a look at here. Okay, now we're going to cover conversion rounds and force buy rounds. With the second round, whether they won or lost a pistol, I didn't take into account the fact that if they bought up on the second round or not. What is interesting to notice here is that whenever Envious lost a pistol round, on the T side they managed to instantly win the next round, and they also managed to convert all of their T rounds. SK Gaming also did the same. What you need to note here is that T rounds were much easier to get than CT rounds overall in this tournament, and this graph shows you why. So if on the T conversion rounds it was much easier to get that round than on the CT, as though 65% of the time if you win the pistol you will win the next round. That's still a 35% odds that you're going to lose the next round. So now we're going to look at starting sides if you're going to win the game. So on Inferno, if you start on terror side, you're more likely to win the game, and that's a theme that goes throughout every single map. Starting on the terror side, you're more likely to win the game, which is interesting, especially on Inferno, which is the CT-sided map. So now we're going to look at if you win the pistol rounds, do you win the game? So on Inferno, if you win both pistol rounds, or if you win the CT pistol round, you win the game. Mirage is the T pistol round. Oddly enough, if you win both, you do not necessarily win the game. If you look at the total, there's only a 70% chance of winning the game if you win both pistol rounds. You're more likely to win the game if you win a terrorist pistol round than if you win a CT pistol round, which is an interesting point as well. Again, probably because CT pistols are so strong and T rifles are so strong. So now we're going to look at the same from the first buy point of view. The one thing to note here is that it's a lot more uneven throughout the maps, but the total is a lot more even, with only less than 40% for each possible option. Oddly enough, if you win both buy rounds, you're actually less likely to win the game than if you win just the CT buy round or no buy rounds, which is an interesting point to have a look at. So now we're going to look at which team started on which side and did they win the game. So Envious started on the T side, won all their games. Easy Skins started on the CT side once, started on the T side once, won their T rounds. Dignitas won their 2 on T side, lost theirs on CT. TSM and Kingwin were the only teams to pick up wins by starting on the CT side, which is quite interesting. SK Gaming and Renegades did not win a game, so that's that. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time.